Don't forget to go to ashkicking.com for pound the best home health and beauty fragrance products.
Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. Woo!
Yes, sir. Let me dig into your brain. Folks falling like rain.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? First things first, I wanted to make a correction. I said that Jeff Horn got knocked down in the 9th round, that round that he kind of got a little hurt. He didn't actually get knocked down, so correction. This was a very, very competitive fight. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the whole Tim Bradley getting into it with Stephen A. Smith and Teddy Atlas. You know, the more I listen to that back and forth, I have a feeling Tim Bradley deep down feels that Jeff Horn won the fight. If you read his body language, you look at the way he reacted and how he responded, but it sounded like he felt like that was the wrong answer to give because everyone else felt it was a complete robbery. And when I say everyone, obviously I'm talking about ESPN. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, Bob Arum, he wanted Manny Pacquiao to fight Terrence Crawford, and I think we have a great idea of how that fight would have ended. I won't even say how it would have went down, how it would have ended if Pacquiao would have been in there with a Terrence Crawford or a Keith Thurman or an Errol Spence. You know, there was a moment in this fight, I think it was the 7th round, when Manny Pacquiao, he got a cut on the forehead, and Teddy Atlas, he pointed out something. He pointed out the fact that Manny Pacquiao actually asked to see the doctor. And Teddy Atlas, he said that's kind of concerning that Manny Pacquiao would actually ask to see a doctor for a cut that's not on his eyelid, it's not on his eye. I thought that was pretty interesting. At that point, Jeff Horn was gaining momentum. He was gaining a lot of momentum. He looked very confident. Manny Pacquiao didn't look that confident. But credit to Manny Pacquiao. He did rally back. He finally landed the left hand. He started landing the left hand a lot in that 9th round. But Jeff Horn, man, the heart and will that Jeff Horn has, he rallied back. He got hurt real bad in that 9th round and he came back. What's so crazy is this is the way that Rocky Balboa usually wins all of his big fights, right? Of course, I'm going to use a movie reference, but this is how he usually wins all of his fights. He gets beat up, he gets knocked down, he gets back up, and then he wins the fight. Well, this is pretty much how Jeff Horn won this fight. I don't believe this fight was a robbery. I mean, if you said you thought Manny Pacquiao won the fight, I don't have a problem with you saying that, but I wouldn't say this was a robbery. There was a lot of rounds in this fight that could have went either way, and there was a lot of rounds that Jeff Horn actually dominated in this fight. I mean, can you guys imagine if Manny Pacquiao would have faced a Keith Thurman, if he would have faced an Errol Spence, a Terrence Crawford? But forget about all of them. Jeff Horn really looked good in this fight. He really looked good in this fight. Now, he did look extremely sloppy after he got hurt in that 9th round. And I was surprised that Manny Pacquiao could not figure out a way to close the show because he had him hurt so bad. And Jeff Horn was leaving himself so wide open in that 9th round. But Pacquiao, once again, all he was relying on is the left hand. So that's all Jeff Horn had to worry about, is not getting hit with the left hand. And after he got caught a couple times, he made sure he didn't get hit too often, at least not flush. And because he didn't get knocked out, he's now the WBO welterweight champion of the world. And we got to watch all of this drama on free TV, ESPN. That's what it is. A fight that wasn't supposed to be a big fight turned out to be a huge fight, because now it is the upset of the year. One of the biggest upsets we've seen in quite some time. So Manny Pacquiao, he said he wants the rematch. The rematch should be very interesting. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.